professor at a prestigious university posed a mathematical problem to his students, promising the school's highest honor to whoever could solve it. Surprisingly, the next day, he discovered the answer written on the blackboard. Realizing that years of research had been successfully cracked, the professor sensed that a great genius was hidden somewhere in the school. The professor immediately assembled all the students in the department, attempting to lure this genius out with generous rewards. Students buzzed with speculation about who this mysterious genius might be, but ultimately, no one stepped forward. Left with no choice, the professor posted a second challenging problem. Shortly after its announcement, a young janitor stood before the blackboard, carefully examining the equation. At home, the boy worked out the problem on his mirror before returning to write the solution on the school's blackboard. This time, the professor encountered the genius. He wanted to approach and get to know the boy, but the young man, unwilling to be discovered, quickly turned and left. By the time the professor reached the corner, the boy had vanished without a trace. When the professor checked the blackboard, he found that the janitor had indeed solved the problem. At that moment, the prestigious school's illustrious history was completely conquered by this janitor. What the professor didn't know was that the boy hadn't studied countless problems like he had. The boy was merely someone struggling at the bottom of society, occasionally eavesdropping on lectures during work hours, while spending most of his time hustling between different jobs. When the professor traced the boy through his workplace, unfortunately, the young man had been arrested for fighting and was being prosecuted. During the trial, the boy used legal provisions and case precedents he had read to leave the opposing lawyer speechless. Regrettably, however, he failed to gain the judge's sympathy. The professor then visited the boy in prison, offering to help with the hefty bail on two conditions. First, the boy must assist with mathematical research. Second, he must attend regular sessions with a therapist. Eventually, the boy was released on bail and regained his freedom, becoming the professor's research assistant. The two worked in perfect harmony, their souls reaching a profound connection as they found joy in mathematical knowledge. However, the boy strongly resisted therapy. To avoid having his psychological defenses breached, he studied the therapist's published works at night, finding the doctor's vulnerabilities. The defeated therapist left in disappointment after having his own psyche pierced. The desperate professor sought help from his friend Henry, a psychology expert, but was initially refused. After learning about the boy's extraordinary mathematical talent, Henry agreed to the professor's request. When they met, the boy immediately brought up the woman in the painting, successfully striking Henry's painful wound. After a night of silent reflection, Henry decided he couldn't let such genius go to waste. He arranged another meeting with the boy in the park. Initially, the boy appeared completely composed, but then Henry's words pierced through the boy's vulnerable heart for the first time. This is a wonderful film, but due to copyright restrictions, I can only share this much. The movie is called Good Will Hunt.